Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I guess if you are watching me here is because you have a reformer. And that's great. So let's get started, and well, before we start, actually the focus of this session will be on hip and back muscles and also on the stomach and shoulder girdle. I am going to make a session that is based on open level, so this is a bit for everybody, and that will be a combination of stretch and strength based on Pilates and yoga style. So let's get started. Our straps are on the floor, so just put your straps on the floor so that will make it faster to get ready for your next exercise. And now we are sitting on the box. One arm is up, one hand on the foot bar. We exhale to press out and we inhale to return. Exhale to side bend. Inhale, we rotate. And exhale, return. And inhale, circling your shoulder, your arm, and coming back to side bend. And return to the upright position. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, press. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, derotate. Inhale, rotating the arm. And for 2. And for 3. Keep breathing and keep stabilizing your pelvis over the mobility of your spine and shoulders. Keep breathing and enjoy this movement. All right, now we are doing the same on the opposite side and making sure the pelvis is still. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, press out to side bend. And then return upright. Inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, laterally flex. Inhale, we rotate. Exhale, derotate. Inhale, return and open your shoulder and return to side bend. And then return upright. And we repeat. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, press. Inhale, we rotate, emphasizing on thoracic movement. Inhale. And open your shoulder. Inhale again here and move your shoulder for 2. Exhale, arm is forward. Inhale, extend your shoulder. And exhale, move your arm forward. Inhale, arm is at the back. And exhale to the front. Breathing in, opening your chest. Breathing out. Return to side bend. And then inhale, return upright. All right, we are now coming into a different position. We are sitting on the foot bar and your legs are laterally rotated. Your hands, we roll down, hands touching the box, opening the carriage for a cat and cow. This is exhale to round your back and inhale to arch your back. So follow your breath, follow your rhythm. Exhale. Breathe in to press out. Breathe out to close the carriage. Making sure when you close the carriage, you want to initiate from your abdominals. And then rolling up your spine and return to sitting position. Arms reaching up. Inhale, exhale, using your abdominals to roll down. Now we are doing the same movement, but we add a rotation. So one arm at a time. Exhale here. Inhale, switch and open. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, press out and opening one shoulder at a time. This is inhale. This is exhale. We inhale to press out the carriage and we exhale using the abdominals to close the carriage. Now both hands on the box. And then rounding your back to close the carriage again. So this is giving great stretch for your spine and your shoulders, allowing you to prepare your body for this session. Now we are going to prepare the hip joint. So we are going to gently open the right hip by pressing out the carriage without forcing, just a gentle stretch. So you follow your pace, your rhythm, your level, and just breathe at your convenience. We switch to opposite side, just breathing and just opening slightly and letting your hip joint released, just opening, feeling good, and breathe. So you prepare also your mind to work with intention. And of course we prepare the joints. Now we are going to move the box into long box. We call that long box when the box is all along the carriage. And we are sitting now facing the pulleys, and we pick up the straps and we fold those straps here to prepare for chest expansion. We are sitting upright with a neutral spine. We inhale to prepare, and on the exhale we're going to extend the shoulders and come back. So it's an exhale to close the carriage, and it's an inhale to close the carriage, and it's an exhale to open the carriage. Exhale, pull, inhale, gently release, and breathe out, and breathe in. So making sure you really open your collarbone, so neck is long, and keeping a spine super stable, strong, and completely still and elongated. Keep breathing. Exhale. Inhale, stay. Now exhale, move your head side to side. Inhale, return to the center, and exhale, close the carriage. And we repeat 1. Looking side to side. Stay still and close the carriage. So you follow your breath. Exhale. Inhale, move your head side to side. Exhale, look to the center, don't move. Inhale, return. Exhale, pull. Inhale, move side to side. Stay here and inhale, return. Good. Now we are going to place the elbows into the straps. Inhaling to lengthen the spine, exhaling to flex, particularly emphasizing on the lumbar flexion here. So making sure that you are going to tilt your pelvis, creating a posterior pelvic tilt. So here the abdominals are supposed to do the job. Make sure you're not going to slouch onto your upper back. The goal is to work the abdominals. So keeping the front of the hips also very long, very opened, and then we roll up and inhale. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, return with the strength of the abdominals again, keeping the C curve, and then inhale, rolling up your spine. Now, keeping your arms straight, inhale, and exhale, roll down. Inhale, stay here. On the exhale, biceps curl for 1, 2. Now make sure you keep your elbows at the same level as your shoulder joint. So don't lower your elbows too much. And I will lift one leg at a time if you can. If it's too difficult, allow to keep your feet on the headrest. So modification, feet on the headrest, or follow me by bringing one leg to tabletop at a time. Exhale, one leg to tabletop. Inhale, return. Exhale, switch. Inhale, return. And exhale, roll forward. And then inhale, articulate your spine. Sitting upright again. And now we are going to prepare for airplane. So we open arms wide. So we are working into arm abduction here, working the upper back muscles. So the posterior deltoid working here, but also the erector spinae muscle. So keeping your spine really strong and still, And breathing out as you open the carriage, keeping your arms open wide like into a letter T shape. Follow your breath and your rhythm. So making sure your spine is not moving. So we leave the straps on the floor and we are now going to prepare for a Cobra. So we lie prone on the box, chest very slightly out of the box. So we are not focusing here on deepening the back extension. We are just focusing on mobilizing again the shoulders here, but also the spine into back extension, but without forcing. Usually I like to give back extension toward the end of the session, but since it's a gentle session, it's not too challenging. It's more about stretch and strength. So just practice mobilizing your shoulders, your spine, connecting your abdominals while you do that. And then we close the carriage, we roll up slowly, and then now we are ready to pick up the straps. So straps, your hands in the straps, sitting astride on the box now, and get ready for hug a tree. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open arms. So we keep repeating this sequence, opening your chest, exhaling, hugging. While we do that, we stabilize the spine over the mobility of the shoulder joint. So the focus of this exercise is to strengthen the chest muscles and the anterior deltoids also, so the front of the shoulders. We also want to connect our abdominals to stabilize the pelvis, the spine also during this movement. So keep breathing and stay focused. Now arms overhead for transition for salute. Inhale, flex elbows, and exhale, lengthen pull. And exhale, reach, and inhale, return. So in this exercise, allow to hinge the torso slightly forward, allowing you to be more stable on the torso, since it's requiring good control and good abdominal strength here to stabilize the spine with arms overhead. So it's much more challenging to stay upright. Opening your arms wide, giving you a good shoulder stretch. Leave the straps on the floor. And now we are going to stretch the hip. So we are facing the pulleys and one leg on the box into a kind of warrior one pose, opening the chest and opening the back hip. Keep breathing and focus on elongating the back leg, connecting your abdominals to protect the lower back also. Switch to opposite side now and gently, slowly coming up. My left hip is more stiff. What about you? We always have one side stronger or weaker. On my side, it's for my side, it's a bit stiffer, and you can clearly see here. So, after stretching your hip, we are now going to lie down. So before lying down, we just do, a quick child pose, and we are going to place our body. So we lie prone again here on the box, now this time facing the pulleys and ready for swimming. So if your range do not allow you to move your legs so much, the foot bar will have to be lower. But if you have a good hip extension, you can keep the foot bar up. So notice that it's a reciprocal movement, arm and leg in opposition. And then when you finish, you extend, you clasp your fingers, you reach up higher, higher and higher, and then you rest. Rolling up slowly, and do your child pose again. Breathe during this transition. Feeling good. And stepping out, we are now bringing the box into short box. So we are going to work with short box, and we are preparing the foot strap. So the foot bar is going to be lowered, and we are going to prepare all springs to block the carry edge now. So short box series, all springs on, foot strap on, and foot bar all the way down. So you are going to laterally rotate at the hip joint. One knee is flexed and one knee is straight. And we prepare into hawk, so we are going to lean, facing me guys, here. So it's an inhale here. On the exhale, you rotate and flex your spine. On the inhale, you de-rotate facing me, switching arm side, and exhale, side bend. Holding yourself on your box. Inhale, roll up, and then exhale, regroup and open both arms. It's an inhale to lean, and it's an exhale to rotate and flex. Inhale, de-rotate. Now this time the left arm is overhead, and exhale and bring back your heel on the rail of the Reformer. Inhale, you roll up. Exhale, you regroup. Inhale, you lean, and you medially rotate at the hip. So your foot, as you notice, I've been moving my gesture leg, making sure the abductor is working here. When you return upright to side bend, you want to bring your heel on the rail of the Reformer. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, regroup. Inhale, lean, and position your gesture leg here, making sure your abductor is working, and exhale, rotate and flex. Breathe in and switch arm, and breathe out and switch leg forward. It's a great exercise where we are moving the spine in every direction. Now we are going to prepare for side bend. Modification, hands on your shoulders. If you want more challenge, you can bring your hands either on your forehead or overhead, or you can use a pole in hands. So here I'm showing for more beginner version, hands on the shoulders, okay? And then give yourself a good stretch when you finish. Inhale, roll up. Good. Now we are going to create good stretch on the obliques that we've been working before, so relax a little bit quickly and make your leg free here. Now we rotate the upper torso, and we are going to emphasize on working the abductor, so the side of your hip here, so the top leg is super straight, and we want to really move this leg up and down, but really moving from the hip joint, making sure you're not moving your pelvis. So the lumbar spine should not be used. When you finish, you open your hip, you give yourself a good stretch. And now we are going to face. Now this time you face me, you create a long line, and you're just going to lift up and down this leg. So focusing again here on stabilizing your spine over the mobility of this leg. When you finish, give yourself a good stretch, and then come up into mermaid, sitting upright. Inhale, and then exhale to side bend. Inhale, come up, and we return now to facing. We are going to do the same exercises on the opposite side. Ready, guys? So we are ready for the hawk. We exhale to rotate and flex, making sure you are really using your breath. Inhale here and exhale to side bend. Inhale, roll up, and exhale, open arms to regroup. Inhale to create a long, long line from leg to spine, and exhale, rotate and flex. Feeling your obliques also working here. So, erector spinae muscles working, oblique muscles, all abdominals muscles working actually here. And try to really be precise. If you have a mirror in front of you, will be also great if you are not used to work into this type of coronal plane. A mirror will help you to be well aligned. So the flow is going pretty quick, so it's a bit, challenging for me to teach you this sequence. So I guess you are watching and just follow what I'm doing. And we exhale to return to side bend. Now let's get ready to work the obliques into a long, long line with hands on the shoulders. We inhale to a long line and we exhale to come up. So we exhale during the effort. Try not to move your pelvis here. Don't bring the sit bones on the box. Notice that my sit bones do not come back to the box. The challenge is on the oblique. We want to create a C shape with the spine. And then now you finish and you bring back the sit bones on the box. You exhale and you create a side bend. Feeling good? And give yourself now a good stretch on the lats and on the oblique. Breathe, stretch. Now rotate your upper torso and get ready for the hip work. Leg up and down. And try not to use your lower back muscles for this exercise. Emphasize more on hip work. So we are working the gluteus medius and minimus. Oh, there is a cat. Hello. See the cat working through the room. When you finish, you deepen the stretch. You laterally flex. And now we get ready to face forward, no rotation now, and we just lift the top leg up and down. Leg up and down. Good. So keep breathing, and stay focused. Now, when you finish, you grab your ankle and you give yourself a good hip stretch. It's all about stretch and strength in this sequence, if you notice, guys. Inhale, arm is up, and exhale, side bend again. So as you notice, we mobilize quite a lot our spine in this session, and this is something I like to do in every session. We want to mobilize the spine in every direction to really make, activate the parasympathetic system to really create a feeling good after the session. Now we are going to bring the pelvis and the stomach on the box. The rib cage is out of the box, actually. Only the rib cage is out. And we block our ankles with the foot strap, and we are going to lift up the upper torso here into back extension, focusing on working our back extensors. Exhaling to extend. And now we bend the knees and we extend a little bit more, creating even more back extension. So it's all about hip and upper back extension. We don't want to extend too much on the lumbar. And then exhale as you release. Inhale, create a long line. And exhale, deepen the back extension. Breathe. As you inhale, you return into a long, long line. And then exhale, release. Child pose on the box. Downward facing dog with hands on the box. And we are now going to bring one leg up toward the sky, one hip extended, and pigeon pose on the box. Breathe and just bring your arms reaching up to the sky and extend. Now we are going to grab the ankle, creating more stretch on the hip, on the left hip here and on the quadriceps. So it's a very deep stretch now. We also stretch the chest and the shoulders. Return to downward facing dog as a transition pose. Lifting now the opposite leg, so into hip extension and hip flexion to move to pigeon pose. Elongate your spine, find your alignment, breathe. Arms up, clasping fingers, breathe. And get ready to flex your knee and grab your ankle, opening the chest, shoulders and hip. Breathe. All right. And release. Now bring your elbows on the box into this downward facing dog if you want, or keep your hands simply on the box. If you're more flexible, you want to bring the elbows on the box. Now I'm challenging a little bit my triceps by bending and stretching. You see, I'm flexing the elbows and extending the elbows. Playing a little bit with gravity here to challenge just gently my triceps. Bend and extend. Inhale, flex elbows, and exhale, press out. Good. Now we are going to sit on the box. The foot bar is one step up. We are now toward the end of the session and we are going to rotate our spine. So yummy stretch. We cross the left leg over the right and we rotate toward the opposite side of the top leg, and we rotate and we try not to move the lumbar spine. So the rotation is coming from the thoracic spine. So it's an inhale, elongation of the spine, and exhale, rotate. Keeping your left elbow against your right knee. Keep breathing and holding the pose. And then come back to the center. Sitting on the carry edge with the lower back against the box. The metatarsal on the foot bar for a little monkey stretch here. So we are going to mobilize the ankle joint. And the idea here is to stretch the hamstrings. So we are stretching our hamstrings now. We point and flex the ankles and trying to extend the knees and try to calm our mind and breathe during this gentle stretch. If you are very stiff, I advise you to bring your hands at the middle of the foot bar and open your legs wider, putting your feet wider on the corner of the foot bar. Now let's bring the shoulder blades on the box for another yummy stretch. So laterally rotate your legs and create side bend while you are sitting and resting against the short box. Inhale to the center and exhale, rest. You can hold your head with your hands if you want, if you feel too much pressure on your neck. Do not overextend your neck, never. Just if you need a pillow or your hands below your head, feel free to do. It should be comfortable. So that was a quick yummy stretch. Thank you very much for watching my session. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time, guys.